I'm on a mission to beat 1,000 video games, and I just finished the brand new South of Midnight, so here's a quick spoiler-free review. For as long as I've been doing this, I've considered myself a gameplay-first kind of guy. I like a good story, a good soundtrack, a good art design, yada yada yada. But if the gameplay mechanics don't satisfy me, I'm usually not going to be impressed overall, but this seems to be the exception to the rule. South of Midnight has a story that is going to stick with me for a long time. It plays out like a children's fairy tale, but just beneath that is a raging undercurrent of heavy themes like grief, trauma, child abuse. I mean, some of the plot here is fucking rough, dude. But you wouldn't know it looking at it. The gorgeous stop-motion visual style has this air of whimsy to it that really makes all the intense narrative choices all the more unsettling in contrast. And the soundtrack, dude, the soundtrack to this game is just a full album full of deep south, backwater, country, folk, jazz, I guess, with full lyrics and everything, and it's just banger after banger, and it really adds a lot to the total package. Goddamn airplane. Get that fucking airplane out of here! So in other words, the story and the presentation here is top-level god-tier stuff. I mean, it's perfect. I have rarely been so deeply affected by a video game plot, but the gameplay ain't so hot. It's not bad, it's just vanilla. The combat reminded me a little of Kena Bridge of Spirits, except it was way, way easier, like too easy in my opinion. Playing this on normal is more like story mode for most other games. And the traversal is like one part Spider-Man, one part Uncharted, but way more basic and average than both of those. It wasn't an issue, like it worked and it was occasionally fun, it just wasn't remarkable in any way. Now that recipe of an awesome story and middling gameplay usually leads me to think this is fine, but I can take it or leave it. Not with this. The plot is so impactful and the presentation so beautiful that it won me over regardless. I also want to add here that I think this game in particular is an excellent example of why representation in video games is important. Like, they wouldn't have made this game in the 90s, and this era is better for that. This isn't just a game that happens to have a black female protagonist. The whole thing is steeped in black culture from start to finish. And that's what really gives it this unique, awesome flavor that I've never seen in a game before, and I'm just glad it exists. I rank every game I beat not by overall objective whatever, but just by how happy it made me personally, and I ranked this at number 7 out of the 22 games I've beaten so far this year, and 136 out of 575 games all time. That is a solid A-tier ranking. Like, you should play this, especially if you have Game Pass. If you enjoyed the video, all I ever ask for is a simple like, and let me know if you played this, and if you disagree, I can handle that. I'm an adult. Next time we'll be reviewing the brand new indie title, Blueprints, so feel free to follow if you want to know where that one ends up on the rankings and why.